あOK。やっていきましょう。あ、ツイートしてねえわ。単味。一応しとこう。誰も見えへんけど。これか。OK。OK。これ何やったっけ？街中か。神父さんの本やけど、神父さんから話聞いて、なんか言うとったよな。
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
あんま嫌いか。
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
まだ。
Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
本はまだ。
Please get it.
じゃなく
What
て
would
聞
you
きたい
like
こ
to
とがある。
discuss?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
そうではないな。あ、視力が足らん。で
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
なるほど。
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling?
まあいいや。よし、行くぞ。音でけ。あ、特殊。知力どこが足らん？知力全然足らんかったな。知力ってどこや？知力ってなんや？あ、これか。量じゃあかんってことか。なるほど。とりあえず、ロングガン4にしようか。40にしよう。ほんなら、繰りだめアップ。で、会話も10にし、10じゃ意味ないけど、まあ10にしといて、で、まあ技術かな。で、リーダーシップ。で、近接はもういい。回避ってのがちょっとわからんねんけどな。まあ、位置上げとくか。OK。それで、特殊技能。何しよう。体力上げてもええ。仲間が倒したときはな、微妙やもんな。あ、長寿上がるんやったらいいやん。すぐできるってことやろ。OK。よし、行こう。とりあえず、本探すか。夜やったら危険とかあるんかな。すげえ、火山噴火しそうで。オーロラ見えとし。なんかおらんのけ。すごいな。なにこれ。あっ、あいつ強っ。わかんねえ。アシスタントやから本体がおるってこと？どっかに巣があるってことじゃないんか。これ何？へえ。 こで解体すりゃ別にアイテムつうか持ち物にならなくていいよってことか。スペシャルエフェクトノックバック。あれ TPS 高くね？あ、間違った。一緒か。備品なんかどこに書いたん？備品取ったから備品じゃない。備品を取ったから備品の説明出たんじゃないん？あいつのライ麦がそうってことね、これ。お？違うな。まあいいや。コレクターの住居。キノコに引っかかんなよ。なんか上に行ったらなんかありそう。あんま声出すな。外に敵おる。あ、ちょっと。いや。缶詰工場ということで公民館で義務として協定には全てのこと労働金製品ロッカーにしまわれ川沿いの洞窟。なるほど。あ、てかこっちから来たらあれか。敵と戦えんってことか。なるほどね。お、倒れてない。顔出せ。任せろ任せろ。全員殺すっちゅうね。もったいないやろ経験値が。これ先にどっか。大将、敵の大将どこ行った？あれ？あった。パワーヘルメット。 改造パス取った。あれ何？ちょっと待とう。あ、これで選べるんや。川沿いのすげえ綺麗すぎてなんか見にくい。赤すぎやろ。なんやあれ。オッケー。開くんかな。そういうわけでもない。開くわけでもないんや。なんか飛んどるやつの音せえへん。あ、じゃあこれがそうなんか。あんま開けたりできひんねや。絶対なんかおるやん。多分水の表現も綺麗ね。え、何？上か。危ない。あいって！トラップかよ。上におるな。めっちゃ音怖くて怖え。あ、重量オーバー。この辺取っても意味ねえな。重量オーバーどうしたらいい？分解するか。あれ？あ、ちゃうわ。間違った。なんかアイテム食ったらなんかあるんかな？体力25%アップ。あ、飯にも重さあんのか。めんどくせえ。これでいける？重さなっとんな。よし。一旦ほなら、 何がおったんやろな。なんかある。キャンプおるの。オッケー。野営地か。溜め込んどんやら出せやら。
Oh, you got that?
プラズマ買った。生き物に対してはプラズマがいいってこと？
Got it. Inside.
弾いっぱいある。あ、いいねいいね。あ、重い。おめえ。くそ。この辺が重いんやろな。ただ硬いだけか。19、10、ブロック5、ピッキング、これいらんな。これただ重いだけ。いらね。これでいいやろ。あいつらはこっちで何しとったんやろ。あ、いい。なんかあるな。あ、俺の船か。よし、一回、ファストラ。
Another day at the cannery.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna.
建物や。ほら。
Any progress on that?
あ、
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French.
知らん
It's a
よ。
law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
神の力を及ばない冗談とはこのこと。フランス語とは、 田舎者たちの偏見と戦いながら計画に従うことを説いてきた私は身の程知の交番人形。何が特
I've
別なん
spent
や。
my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering
フ
I've
ランス語
spent.
喋れるやつ探したいだけの話ちゃうん。あんたはここでの使命がそれがどうしてその本をあんたは探して決めてこようと思ったので
Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought... Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist School of...
牧師が禁止を探しなど信徒に少なくともあんたはここで何それ
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything, but most of the philosophist perversion of Bakono's thought.
で
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of that. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do... You have a ship.
お前を連れて行って
Free
何の得があ
spiritual
る
counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
使えるってことやな。いいだろう。
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
おい、え
I'll meet you on the ship.
ついてはこうへんのなんで意味わからん。よし、まあいいや。とりあえず銃売りに行くか。どこが店やったっけな。どっかお店があったはず。これか。あ、違う。かわいそうなやつ。
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
あ、そうや、改造。マグパワー、マガジン、武器のダメージタイプはプラズマに変更します。弾丸発射し、爆発し。へえ。弾はどうなんねやろ。弾もプラズマになるんかな。プラズマになるんかな。ジャイロサイト、遠隔武器改造、標準武器の精度が上がります。へえ。一個つけてみようか。エンジニアリングが巨匠ランクになるまで回収できません。あー、なるほど。エンジニア巨匠ランクになるままで持っとってもやしな。一回つけてみよう。はい。これ弾どうなの？241。あ、軽量、あ、 形状玉のままプラズマになるんや。ああ、そうなんや。へえ。いいやん。プラズマカッター。へえ。これ何？なんもないんや。お店どこやったっけ？どなたかお店の場所。お店の場所を教えてください。いや、どっかあってんて。どこやったっけ？
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
これか？あ、これや。
I'm not allowed in here.
Miss Holcomb ain't a...
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here.
Music to my ear.
高っ。何これ？武器。売る。1種類ずつは持っとくか。もういらね。タンクは全部いらない。これが何か分からへんねんな。いらんか。133円もいるの修理するに。修理できるって書いてあったよな、俺。あれ修理できるって書いてなかったっけ？インベントリの中の武器や防具を修理する。おるやん。これや。10個売るより分解した方がええな、ほな。なるほど。オッケーオッケ
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
ー。なら、とりあえず、これやな。とりあえず実験場行って話聞きに行こう。めちゃめちゃ遠いやん。なんか、これなんやろ。あ、場所か。もしかして戻っとうとか。さすがに戻ってないか。お、何？何？仲間のレベル上がったらどうしよう。あ、わかった。何こいつ？ネームド？ タクティカルショットガン。近接はもういらん。近接は掘る。もういい。あ、これで、なるほどね。なるほど、なるほど。なるほどね。はいはいはい。ちょっと待って。こうで、でも、結局あれか、50までは上で上げなあかんのか。なるほどね。考えられとんな。これで40になったから、20% の確率で改造部品を抜き取れる。解体。いいやん。影響力も10にしよう。で会話も20になったから、萎縮の効果時間が上がる。防御も回避も多分1000から、とりあえずあと2上げて、これでいこう。ハンドガンの扱いは特化しよう。で、パールバティの特殊技能。仲間が攻撃すると敵がビビる。仲間を攻撃すると、仲間を攻撃するようになるんで、ヘイト集めるか、ヘイト下げるかか。でもエンジニアでええよな。オッケー。パールバティ装備変えれるん？これやろう。タクティコーショットガン使うか。間違った。
Wish I could do that.
プラズマライフル、いかつ。パーツを盗みでデスマシンを作れるもんだったらよく見てみろ。一件。なんもないんか。パールバティ、プラズマライフル。パールバティのスキルってどこで見れるの？遠隔でいいよ。あれ ?TPS 弱。ためなあかんとかかな。俺が前行くからお前は消すからこれで撃て。なんなんやろう。ベンチで叩いたらいいんかな。 いや、わからん。なんかありそうやけどな。いいやん。パルバティにあげよう。この上か。おお、なんか
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
まあまあそう言うなよ。
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
名刺かくい。なんで怒っとん？
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
誰
Got
が外？
anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
ゾイ。注意しておくよ。
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
任せろ。俺が見つける。
Appreciate it. Honest.
で、アデレードど
Over in the
こ？
hothouse, tending crop.
ゾイに
I'll
つ
tell
い
you
て。
what I can.
心当たりある？
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. Could be. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody...
なるほど。
What is it?
オッケー。ステファンな。おおおおおおおおおおおおほうほうほうほう。あ、寝れるんや。お前誰？あ、お前パルバティか。ステファン誰？あ、おった。
You hungry? We got something I can help you with?
おい、
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we
変わったこ
can't
と
say I
は？
recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing.
おう、
She called it journaling, but I...
ほ
You sound like some type of corp... Zoe and I were gonna watch the serial. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Shame she up...
う。なんだ。
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest map.
まだ青。何？あ、もう売っとんや。へえ。まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあ。経験値欲しかっただけやから。ゾーイの家どれやねん。この日がいたゾーイ、今日こそ自分の運命を使われてるときは、グレースが略奪者の脅威について話してるみたいな。盗賊は丘で野営してドラム缶の焚き火で温まっている。ああ、なるほど。仲間になりたかったと、略奪者の。 ヘッジウォーターはいらない。完全に個人でジャンプスーツの車をかしこまりちゃう。病気になったからか。ああ、なるほど。
Something you need?
お母
That's
さん
on
どうした？
account of how I never met her.
ごめん。
It's hard to miss what you never knew. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from... Could be. You mean about the mission?
俺
Sorry.
酒飲まん
It's
で。
not like I think it of failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. When they come in here, they might be... When they leave, they're mad at themselves.
なるほどな。けんど知らんやつは付き合いたくない
Well,
な。
I'm one of them that can't...
よし、とりあえずこいつと喋る。お前か、ババ。
If you're
Hey.
hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to live. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and...
アデレードだ
I
な。
have been called that, among other things. Green thumb.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just...
なんでお前勝手に話入ってくる
Such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember... Are you staying long? You A home for anyone who's ever turned their back. So like the spores of the puffball. Terrible to those of us accustomed to the comforts of a civilized life.
なるほど。若い生って。
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace then?
電力なくなるって言ってましたよ。
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positive. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. You're doing this for Reed? Why?
調整機ね。
You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
なるほど。
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your... You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb?
He was tired all the time, sure, but...
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the...
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to... All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down. Workers...
まあ考えとくわ。
You will listen to your conscience.
どうしよう。めんどくせえ。まあな、でも、 リードはええやつではなかったよな。てかゾーイの方はどうすんの？
What is it? I'll tell you.
あ、ちゃうわ。なるほどね。あ、ちょっと待って。ゾーイの日記のと、なるほどね。なるほどね。でも、町潰して、いた。あいつうまいな。まだおる。ああ、すげえ。ハイナット。武器は解体しよう。見にくなるのはやめてほしいな。すごい叫び声聞こえてるけど。あ、これ電気の回路ってことか。やばっ。あいつ強っ。あいつ強すぎん？
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
あいつ強すぎやろ。ちょっと武器取り上げようかな。俺の経験値取っていくねんけど。
Easy.
ロボットが出てくるのか。あ、ゾイ。
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide? You, on the other hand. Why? Adelaide wants...
殺すぞ。
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me... I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. I got kicked out of Edgewater. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. Instead, what do I find? I've got...
じゃあな、頑張れ。
Nicely done.
リボルバーか。そうもね。弾は何本あってもいいですからね。なんで俺、これ防御のマーク、防具のマークついたんやろ。あぶねいってー。大丈夫バルバティ。意味グワングワンなっとわ。あんまりいいもん入って追ってないよな。さあどうするか。修理。工場防具用メッキ。撃ってもなんもないから。25×3。何をしようとしたんやろうか。あ、グレースに教えに行くんか。どうしよう。まあでも中の人らはもう缶詰工場で働いとってもええ生活ではなかったもんな。どっちかっていうとこっちの人の方が生き生きはしとるよな。
What is it? We didn't always get along. You pretty much did my job for me. Let me know if I can do something for you.
さあ行くか。これとこれか。 なんで 5000XP もだよ。まあ自然に返したろか。あんまりいい生活ではないしな。この辺が何？びっくりした。この辺が何がいいかが分からへん。これ睡眠したらあれかな。経験値アップとかあるんかな。ホールアウトやったらあるよね。寝たら経験値アップみたいな。
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
ロボットおるわ。
System.
よいしょ。
Suspicious data not found.
登れるわけではない。おお、マジか。てか結構空に飛行機飛んどんねんけど。別に絶海の、あ、やば、やば、やば、やば、やば、やば、やば、やば、危な。
Gotta be for me.
めっちゃいいの来た。ああ、こっちから張り取ったんか。やば、科学者全員殺されたんだけど。どういう状況？エネルギーセル。てか防具めっちゃ良かったな。17やもんな。さあ、近接戦闘かな。
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
お前なんでなんか知っとんねん。名前もなかった。下もなんかあるな。警備室みたいなのないんかな。主任のキー。パスワード。どこだ。パスワード、さっきのあれかな、オフィスにあったんかな。 ないな。あ、ないな。なんかメモっぽいのあるんかなと思ってんけど。ないね。どっかで主任死んどんかな。従順的な。
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
あ、近っ。ロボットをいたいじって言ってたらいる。
Great work.
ライトアサルトライフル、あ、違うんか。18。主任のキーボードもねえな。
We're pretty good at this.
主任どっかで死んでない？
Resetting actions.
We're working.
勝った。主任ちゃうんか。てかお前メカニックやねんからこういうとこ来たらテンション上がるんちゃうんか。チェスターのパスワード。
Away, Phantom! Get away!
え、誰？
Not. Get away!
Done. Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Investigating.
That's the last of them.
Investigate.
パールバティ前行き過ぎじゃね？修理どこ行ってん？え？ああ、先にどっか。
You're not real. You're not real.
ヒギンスってやつはなんなんやろ。
Get away! Go away, Phantom! You're
Oi.
not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom.
どう
Shoot,
したお前。
slam. You can talk? See, Higgins? Clearly, I mistook Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not.
うん。
Hard to say. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. I've come a long way.
何が起きた？
Mechanicals lost their boy.
なんで？
You mean why did the mechanicals go on? I was on cleaning duty at the time.
エン
I
ジニア。
specialized in auto mechanicals, drones, sentry.
止
Look,
め方知ら
I
んの
don't want to fall into any trouble.
ロボッ
You
ト対
know,
処でき
you
る？
remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no change.
Wait.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also... There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should... Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. The tail. Jimmy... Well, break. Oh, before...
なるほどね。あ、重い。あ、違う。これなんの？ダイヤマークついてない。あ、備品ってこれか。ていうかもう、多分ロボット倒した後やねんけどな。主任がどこにおるかだけ教えてほしかったな。お、結局どこ行ったんやな。ちゃうな。これか。これで勝手におるやつは殺しちゃったってこと？でも俺全部殺した後やな、これ多分。よし、缶詰工場ぶっ潰すか。あ、ちょっと入り組みすぎじゃない？この工場。いた。お、ヘビーマシンガン。お前主任ちゃうんけ。よし。 主任おらんねんけど、どこ行った？主任が鍵持っとんじゃない？もう一個空いてへんとこの。違う。主任おらんくね？てかあれやな。いてててて。会話。技術。リーダーシップ。あ、違う。ここで行こう。何やろう。高速度上がるんやな。仲間が倒して獲得し EXP50% アップ。
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
これ俺はどっちに怒りやん。
When to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
どうなるやろな。いや、開けてへんとこが気になるな。あ、でもないもんな、死体。あ、これ。中国。偉そうな服着とんかな。
The last. I'm not sure what the bite is.
何これ？重火器。110円で売れる。へえ。
All I know is the decision's final.
ほほ。 あ、違う。主任さんがおらん。おった。違う。こんな感じで隠れとんかな。
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister?
よいしょ。
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Really?
なんだ、最後の最後にもう一回、なんか、でも街、まあでもあれよな。街はあった方がいいよな。正直。じゃないと、もう結婚なんなんやろ。結婚あるけどしたいないな、ここ。
Okay, gone quiet.
まあでもエッジウォーターか。街が安全あるから安全に来たやつもおるしな。オッケー。てかさ、空いてへんとこが気になる。マジで。申し訳ないけど。ちょっと探すわ。主任どこで死んどんやろ。主任 もう行ってへんとこないもんな。もう見てない死体もないと思うねんけどな。改装できる。ああ、なるほど。すごい。めっちゃ上がる。遠隔動きスキルがああ、へえ、こんなんつけるねや。あ、重くなるんや。なんかこういうのもったいなく感じたまえな。いや、そんなことよりよ。主任どこで死んどん？マジで。こいつもうええんかな。
What's eating you? Forgot what you...
あんまないんか。わからんな。主任の死体はない。ないね。主任いうぐらいやからな。主任っぽい死に方したのかなと思ったけど。ないね。 おおった。やっとおった。何これ。倫理モジュールってなんだ。あ、主にライトマシンガン、ヘビーマシンガン。5キロ。へえ。これ倫理モジュールどないしたんやろ。いっか。ちょっともうめんどくさくなってきた。使い道がわからん。あ、あいつがやったんか。違う。
What's eating you? The tail. Mechanicals. I was on cleaning duty at... I special...
なんもないんか。なんもないんかい。よし、帰ろう。
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are. Chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my... You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and you tell Reed Thompson that I will never... As long as Reed is...
You're
offering to cross Reed off, huh? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses of plenty. My son worked in that cannery.
Oh.
We had a store of medicine locked away. But Reed... Oh. So I buried my boy in the cemetery.
Oh, what the...
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe.
Oi.
The matter's been... Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here.
Okay.
Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for a... You better be sure about this. Sure.
Everybody keeps staring at me. Whoa.
Are you,
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running.
Oh gosh, no.
I seen you wandering around. Sorry, fact is I've been, well... I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to... You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when...
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you... No kidding. The geothermal plant? Now, I appreciate... In fact... Sure. I've been thinking about... I get sick thinking... Yeah, I know. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe it's just... Adelaide hates Edgewater. We're the nearest she's got. You know where to find... I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it. You okay with...
Thanks.
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbye.
あ、違う。ミスター。リードミスター。これロードできんかな。いけるか。今何分やったっけ。今何分 ?44 分。ここかな。ああ、なるほど。ああ、はんはんはん。わかったわかった。待って待って。ちゃっちゃするわ。
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing. This is.
待て待て。はいはいはいはいはいはいはいはい。
Go and you.
無茶なこと
As
言う
the
な。
only. My son, we had a story, so I buried. You offer it. Kill Reed if you. Tell him. That.
オッケー。おいで。
The man. Zoe came back. I don't see it. Listen. Edgewater's not just a town to Edel. We're the closest. Sure.
任しとけ。俺が説得してきたる。
Everybody. Whoa.
通りすがり。学べ。あるぞ。また見る。聞きたいことがある。
Couple months. I owe them. We all left the camp. I mean, I was in.
You weren't incompetent.
You could stay, you know. I've been. I get. Yeah, I could do a lot of good. It's just. You know where to.
しまっとけ。俺がかましてきたる。どこにあんねやろ。上か。上でやっていくんだっけ。
I appreciate.
よかった。ごめんね。OK。
Easy.
とりあえずリードかますか。生蝶だ。
I think you did the rightest thing you could. He's just in. I'm just glad. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get. You mean? There was a. Not. I've always been good with my hand, so I. Well, right about that, and Mr. Anyhow. I was just... I can let...
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way. Go ahead. It is my... I wish you wouldn't... I expect you wouldn't. When I stand at my window, we are all part...
Yeah.
Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavors. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack... But, and this is something... Oh, we've scavenged together some organic, some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of salt tuna. The different... I appreciate... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my... あんたのうちボロボロだぞ。 I have been holding this town together with both hands. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her. I see... You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say... Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling space... So, Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I am as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way.
話わかるんやこいつ。へ
My
え。
life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I have always tried to do... A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has... No such thing as an honorable resignation. I don't know.
元気でな。なるほど。意外と話分かるやつやったな、あいつ。これもここでファーストドライブできんのかな。あ、できんだよ。意外と話だともっと暴れるもんやと思っとった。騙しが足らんかったな。おい、カキ。
Any luck? No kidding. Real? Look at that. Two whole.
まだね。どれ
Ain't that just... That's a complete set. Aside.
I'm glad we could help.
I've been saving something.
じゃあな。電子電化。あ。 近接攻撃を行う敵を気絶させダメージを与えます。この効果でクールダウン。おー、なるほど。殴ってきたやつにカウンター食らわすってこと。
Look at that. The
おい、
snakes come back.
口に気をつけろ。
I never thought I'd see the day. Suppose it's time our flock made our way. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other.
あんたが知っ
You're
た方がい
telling
い。
me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? I might turn that old cannery into a garden. I need some time to gather my personal.
元気でな。うい。俺のも
I wish I could do that.
あ、こいつ見ても文句言えへんねや。聞いた？
Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running. If Adelaide's going back to Ed...
じゃあな。
I'm glad.
あ、電気ないから閉まっとってことこれ。そういうことか。なんでこいつら閉めたまま、開けたままにしとったんやろ。
I need some time to gather my personals.
なんかない。死体野菜の出来上がりやな。もうどこも開いてねえわ。あ、なるほど。イベントだけできるようにここは開いと。ああ、優しいな。さあ、であ、船か。もういいんか。オッケー。じゃあ船に行きましょう。何？あ、作業台か。やっと宇宙、やっと宇宙に飛び立つ？
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, going into a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. I worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back.
なんで宇宙に行きたい?
Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town... And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a guard. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore.
いいよ。
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
あ、いいでしょう。
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Oh.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay. Gaji! こうやって動くんや。むき出し壊ない。絶対クソほど熱持ったやろこれ。よいし。はい。
What can I do for you, Captain?
設置したで。
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
行こう。お、ついに宇宙に。12時か。いいね。
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
フィニアス、あははは。急ごう。
Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
なんかされたんかな。なんや。
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to... The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia. Cascadia is utterly seething with... You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation... The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must... Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
何それ?
Marvelous device. I'm quite... It has limits. First-generation technology. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information. The beauty is they don't expect it. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed...
限界は?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it to... Best used in moderation. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jump. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. And remember, don't trust the board. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them,
こいつがでもコロニーに乗り込んで
Transmission ended. If you are ready to...
OK 次に宇宙か。キャプテンルームどこ？これか。仲間を含めた全員に変装を投影させ、立ち入り ID カートリッジを持っていれば通過できるようにしてくれます。許可されてない人は出入り即射殺。OK。ウィングマンのウィングマン。ウィングマンのクラウドブレーカーの通信と出た人、テラ2で会合が実りあるもの。君がどんな教育だ？勝ち声、まともな教育をするので、友人の熱い政治もしてると絶対にされない。最高に失礼。先週職場で会えた。ウェルズの研究所でパワフルな武器。シュリンクレイ。武器。ハンマーのパワー。研究所にそんなんがあるんや。どうしよう。エンジニアリングがちょっと足らんかったしな。騙しも2時まで開けよう。で、ハンドガン、いや。戦闘会話能力。人間がビビる、ロボットがゆっくり攻撃。一体殺すと生き物が威嚇で逃げる。逃げてまうんや。アンリアルのキャプテンの端末からとても強力な動画を見つけた。ハルシオンコロニーはそれをこのような過去と 放送の登録ではクラウドブレーカーの科学者が研究中の強力な武器について自慢していたと噂が研究されていた。ステーションに行けば詳しい上昇。で、フィニアスの軌道研究所に強力な武器があること。ちょっと探検しよう。どうだな。これか。
Yeah, so I was looking for a place cozy like. That's in pretty good shape considering how the Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo.
Accurate in all particulars. I can...
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Hello! I am not a board-certified...
Speech recognition is one of...
You're not simulating it, you're doing it!
I am gratified. I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker. Though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost...
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to... Mostly, yeah. Not on the regular. Mostly he did... I'm not exactly... It's not normal. When I tested out for mate... Well, I'm good at making things... There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all... Anyhow, I was happy to get... Yep, nothing much had changed. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower. Oh, I miss him, sure enough. Dad never said that he loved... Oh, gosh.
そろそろ出しするべきだろ選択肢一緒に出すのやめてほしい。あ、外か。
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of... The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters... I require a captain. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some... In our travels together, Alex... Oh, I know you are not... I have required you to assume Hawthorne's... I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to... I am relieved... No, but I... If you mean... How can I... What part of... We're cleared to dock. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony. Freighters often deliver, or many of Halcyon's companies. If we're going there, please... Of course. What part... Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a... There is a bounty on his head. One with a market... A sensible choice. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Even knowing the location... Take care.
OK、じゃあ、今日はこの辺で。明日は、ついに宇宙へ飛び立ちます。セーブしとこう。また、続きは明日か、またやるんで、見てください。お疲れ様でした。